What's your experience been like so far on this production?
Marvellous. It's a great fun production. The script is marvellous. My character is great fun. The American cast, Michael Fox and the whole family, are wonderful to work with. And it's an English crew, so all in all, it's great fun.
Why don't you tell me a little about the character you play and what you do?
I played William, who is the son of the Earl of Cureton. When Michael Fox arrives in England, he comes to Oxford to study, and I'm his roommate. And so there's an immediate difficulty because of the enormous differences in culture. But we become great friends, and I learn to admire and respect the qualities of the character Alex that Michael's playing. Upon meeting his sister, the beautiful Mallory, I fall madly in love. And so what more need I say, really?
That's wonderful. Do you, of course, you're aware that you're going to get a lot of exposure in America on this because this is a very popular series. How do you feel about that?
Fine. I mean, that's part and parcel of the job, so that's fine.
And why don't you?
All right, Rowan.
Now, in this scene, you're going to be doing some rowing. Have you ever done any
That's
rowing?
right. Yes, I have. I have done a little bit of eights, so it's not too bad. It is quite difficult because, of course, you have to be coordinated. And the boats move along extremely. I don't know if you filmed any of the boats, but they do whip along in the water. It's great fun, marvelous fun.
What about your future plans as far as American television or film?
I just completed a pilot in North Carolina for a romantic comedy series called Royal Match. And immediately after this, I'm doing a British film. So those are my past plans and my future plans, as it were.
Now, you've worked in British television as well as American. What are the
Yes,
differences?
I
I know
have.
it's predominantly British crew, but just with the production staff and all that.
Well, television is very different to film anyway. I mean, we're doing this entirely on film, so it's a mini film that we're doing. This is a 2-hour film, although, of course, it's Family Ties series. So the difference in filming from American to English is very, very little indeed. Well, none at all. And filming throughout the world is international. Television is entirely different, of course. Doing tape shows in front of an audience, it's an entirely different format. But filming is, of course, on location, especially this kind of location, is the best fun, one has to say. And I think would look magnificent when it's all put together. I hope so, anyway.
What about the sound from the? I don't know if you're aware, but Michael has quite a following of teenage girls.
I heard about that. Lucky man.
Have you encountered any of that, you yourself, in your career?
Yes, I mean, inevitably if you do things that appear, especially on television, it immediately gets you notoriety and you become well known. I've done 5 1-hours over a period of 5 weeks, but I've never done a long running series. So I've never had that kind of reaction that Michael's getting. No, so I haven't actually experienced that kind of thing.
Okay, good. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Intrepid film.
family who's out there, are they?
I sure haven't seen it. Sounds like the family scenes are going to be in town rather
Yeah,
than out
yeah,
here
but supposedly they're supposed to be out here
in the crowd.
in the crowd. Okay.
Okay, I'm rolling.
Is the mic okay?
Yes.
Carol, what's the purpose of all this? Why is Family Ties coming over here?
Well, one of the things is that we NBC awarded us a movie to do this year, which is a 2-hour special presentation, and we decided that London would be a wonderful place. Gary Goldberg, who is the creator and executive producer of the show, has been to London before. It's a favorite city of his, and he worked it out with the studio that this is where he'd like to do the first experience of the Keatons leaving America and going on a vacation.
What's the plot line?
The plot is where they leave, and just while they're on the plane, Elise, played by Meredith Baxter Birney, meets up with a gentleman that she chats with on the plane. He, it turns out, is a spy and has some microfilm documents that he is trying to get transferred out of the airplane, and he stashes them in her bag. And the adventures take on from there on, where the bad guys are trying to pursue her to get the material back, and the inspector is also pursuing, not knowing for sure whether she's a member and is knowledgeable about this, or if not, to eventually help them and help find out exactly what the problem is. So there's a whole spy adventure that's involved in this, along with the fact that the family is on a regular vacation and doing their things, and their son, Alex, played by Michael J. Fox, is he's gotten a scholarship, a sort of a summer session kind of a project that he's doing at Oxford, which takes us to Oxford also. And we're just having all of our adventures connected with all of this. And the crew race that we're doing today, which is a major portion in the film, is part of Alex's adventures. He learns how to do crewing, and because they are minus a man on the boat, he gets to be part of the boat. But it also is the spies are chasing him because he now has the microfilm that he's unaware of. It's in his possession. So it's the spy chase and the boat race all connected into one.
So this is not going to be a long-term thing for Alex. It's just a summer thing.
It's just a summer project. Yes, yes. No, we have to go back to the studio and do the series in the studio.
Are you shooting this on film?
Yes, this is all on film. This is all being done on film. We're editing in film and probably transferring over to tape once we deliver.
Now, what have been the logistics of getting Family Ties to Europe?
Tricky. It's been very, very lovely. British Caledonian Airlines has provided us with some of our flights, and we are using them in the film. We have come over primarily and shot in London first, and gone through a lot of the very famous sites of the bridge, the Tower Bridge, and over to the House of Parliament, because that's incorporated into our story. One of the Alex's roommate in the movie, who's played by John Moulton Brown, who's a wonderful English young actor, is his father supposedly is a member of the House of Lords, and so in the storyline they end up going to the House of Lords, which we'll be shooting next week. So we're trying to show a lot of the actual parts of London, and really they're more involved in them personally rather than just sightseeing.
What have been some of the problems you've faced over here?
Oh, let's see, all kinds of things. Right now, our biggest difficulty since we've come to Oxford is we're here at a very exciting time for them. They're having, all the graduation is happening this week, a lot of tourists, and a big boat regatta next week. So we cannot even be housed in Oxford. We're housed all over the countryside at the moment. So it's a matter of picking everybody up all over the countryside every morning and bringing them here and trying to get our shooting done. Mostly people have been wonderful insofar as being excited about us. The English people are not as aware of Family Ties yet. We're very excited that what's happening is we're going on the air with the original pilot from Family Ties. Starts in London next Saturday on July 6th, I'm sorry. What is happening for us, though, while we're here, has been really good, but limitations. Our locations have almost set their own schedule because we can only be at the college at a certain time. We can only be at Oxford. We're shooting at Brasenose University, which is part of it. I should say Brasenose College rather than university. And we have certain times, like we can't be on this river next week because they're having a regatta here. So our schedule has been almost predetermined by the actual things that are happening in town. But it's worked great so far.
What about the weather?
Weather has been really great. I feel we're blessed at this point because even though there's been a lot of rainy days, we've only shut down for maybe 20 minutes or so, run on for cover, and then been able to come back out and continue shooting. So we're not even behind on the weather yet.
How is the cast, particularly Michael, enjoying their relative anonymity?
Well, he's having a good time, but there's moments where he's not so anonymous. There's a lot of Americans here, and they do spot him now and then, and they spot our family, and we ended up going into a hotel to use a hotel in London for their vacation hotel. And it turned out that there was a whole busload of Americans who had just arrived from Oklahoma City, and they were delighted to find us there. So it's been amazing, and they of course have told the English people who we are.
What's been the best part of your stay here?
Oh, gee, I don't know. It's been really, it's been wonderful to meet a lot of the English people who are on our cast and crew. We've had a real good exchange of experiences here. And I don't know, for me personally, it's just being here. I'm just having a great time. I'm chomping at the bit a little bit. I would like to run off every once in a while and sightsee on my own. But it's been great. It's been really great. We're getting 2 days off, tomorrow and Sunday. So that's when we're all going to run around and have our own time together.
Great.
The fast runners, please. Come on, you've got to be fit, some of you. Some fast runners.
Okay, 1 minute, hang on. I'm coming.